It's time for some more Planetary Fortress Rush to Grandmaster. We are currently on a 6-game winning streak, which is absolutely incredible, this MMR. Our MMR has reached 5.3k. This is probably what I thought the peak was gonna be. Can we go even higher and reach 5.4k? Let's find out. Alright, first game of the day is against A-Bob, a Terran player on Dragon Scales. Still trying to learn the map names for myself. I think I'm starting to get better. I now remember Royal Blood and Babylon, and now hopefully after this game we'll remember Dragon Scales as well. Now in the last episode we figured out that Cyclones also work with Planetary Rush. Something that's actually pretty hard to decide is which strategy is better than the others, because I feel like we have about like 3 strategies against Protoss, 3 against Terran, but which ones are better than the others? I feel like very often it comes down to execution. You know, do I micro my Reapers well? Do I micro my Cyclones well? And this game I'm gonna try a different one. I'm gonna try to go for the classic Reaper Hellion attack. This map has a really nice Reaper jump-in spot, so I can support my Reaper or my Planetary a little bit easier. Planetary can maybe be going around somewhere here, and then I'll jump in with the Reapers. Seems alright. Oh, actually, I do remember this map from the last Planetary Rush episode, because what the problem was there was that, let me show you guys, it's pretty hard to find a location to proxy the command center, because this is not super close. It's like a pretty decent location, but then the Reaper jump-on spot is all the way here. So if the Reaper jumps out of the base and takes this route, any of this is going to be scouted instantly. So it's super hard to decide where I pop down that command center. Because then you run into the problem of like putting it here, but then if the Reaper simply goes up the ramp here to check, they will already see it, right? So we're gonna have to solve that problem. I think one game I tried to make it on this side, but it is very far. Kind of depends which kind of Planetary Rush you're gonna go for. You're gonna go for the one that goes straight to the main, or you're gonna go into the natural, and that decides the placement of that command center as well. Now let's just scout with my CC. Let's see what my opponent is up to. We haven't been scouted yet ourselves, which is normal in the TVT, but some people like to scout freakishly early, I want to say, and that's not the case this game, so that's nice. Let's see, is it going to be a Reaper expand, a double gas? I didn't see an SCV, which probably... Oh, he's going to try to wall me in. I see what you're trying to do there. That means it's probably a double. That is a late depot, by the way. That is actually a tell. You might not expect it, but that is actually a tell. That depot being late can mean 2 things. It means he either is playing gas first or he messed up his build. So yeah, which one is it going to be? I'm not sure. I would have to guess, you know, the MMR here is rather high. I would have to guess it means my opponent went for a gas first. And that's scary, because gas first, in general, is not super popular these days in TVT. When you do gas first, it usually means you're going for an early attack. Like, you get your tech a little bit faster. Your economy is worse, but what it does for you is that you can make your Hellions and stuff a little bit faster. Oh, that looks like a decent fight. Okay. This might actually be a pretty good cover-up. I'm going to build my CC all the way down here. But yeah, what it means is he's going to have more Reaper Hellion faster. And I might not have enough units to support my Planetary through his Reaper Hellion count. So I'm really hoping here that he just messed up his build. His second depot was late, which, you know, could happen. Sometimes you just autopilot and you forget. But yeah, if it is truly that gas first play, that's going to be a little bit scary. I'm going to go for a medevac here as well, so I can lift in the Hellions into the base. Obviously, the Reapers don't need a medevac, but it is an extra luxury. Having a Reaper or a medevac to heal your Reapers is always nice. Not going to complain about that, right? Let's check the gas count here. Currently, it doesn't seem like I'm going to have enough gas to make both a medevac and a... Oh, this one, I thought I just saturated it. Yeah, to make both a gas and a Planetary, that's 250 gas. I mean, the CC is going to take a while to fly over. Keep in mind, you know, it's almost finished, but flying over takes quite a while. That's a very slow, chunky building right there. We haven't been attacked yet ourselves, so that is interesting. It is really funny, by the way, how fragile this challenge really is if you think about it. If someone would recognize me and just look for the command center being built, right, they would just kill the SCV, and that's pretty much it. Like, it's not going to be game over, but it means that my attack is going to be stifled for sure, and it's going to be way harder to make it happen. I'll have to send more SCVs, or maybe try to win. Okay, he sees that with his SCV. I'm just going to fly slightly to the side, so he might not see it. That's probably copium. Okay, here's his units. He only has 3. That is interesting. Okay, I'm going to try to get my Planetary up here. Let's see what is up this ramp. He doesn't have units here. Where's the Oh, there's the Cyclone. Okay, that's exactly what I was waiting for. Now I have to boost this medevac. And my Planetary is gonna get started, which is fantastic. And now we're just gonna have to defend it until eternity, basically. And this situation is something we're more comfortable in. We've been here before. You see, I'm just gonna be distracting him with these units. And then as soon as I get the opportunity, I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna keep running away. That Planetary already looks pretty safe. The SCV is doing a good job. And this Cyclone is actually separated from the pack here. I might be able to get on top of that Cyclone. Oh, let me pick that up. I thought the lock-on was on the medevac for a second. Let's save all of those units. The Planetary is looking very healthy. Keep in mind he's gonna get a tank pretty soon, and that's gonna be very, very scary here. But at least I'll be able to do a lot of damage there. Let's try to go for another base myself. Planetary is doing a really good job there. Let's do some micro here. He doesn't have any Marines left, really. Let me try to get this tank. That would be a fantastic kill. One grenade should do the job. There we go. Can I get the Cyclone as well? It's gonna be closer. He's not microing the Cyclone. He could have repaired it. But the Planetary Fortress Rush does it again. And this is, in my opinion, probably the optimal TVT style. Because what happens here is this Planetary always allows me to do so much damage. I still think if someone figures this out and just lets my Planetary finish and waits for the tank, it's a completely different story. I always manage to kill so many units while the Planetary is being built. They feel so desperate to deny it, and they're just going to give me insane trades. As you can see here, 450 resources lost against 1100. I still think they could just wait for a tank and slowly kill it, because look at this, guys. Orbital is finished. Where's my command center? Is nowhere to be seen. Well, in fact, it's in their base. But all right, a win is a win. It's a fantastic warm-up. Let's go for game number 2. Game number 2 against another Terran, but this is a higher MMR one, beautiful Grandmaster border. And if you look at the MMRs, guys, my MMR is higher than the Grandmaster, guys, so I do think that means we have comfortably snuck in Grandmaster territory. Now, we're playing on Dragon Scales again, unless there's a map that looks exactly the same as the last one we just played. And what am I gonna do this game? I also still want to figure out the perfect way to do this build with a tank, but how can I actually manage that? That is the question. You know, if I would play against someone that goes for a faster expansion, let's say a Reaper expand off of 1 gas, which is pretty common. It's not as common anymore, but people still do it. I feel like I would have so many more options. It's just when you play against a double gas style like the last one, they have so many units early on that if I were to do something particularly greedy, like skip units to get a tank or maybe proxy my stuff, there's a good chance that I just die myself in my own base, and that's kind of what I want to prevent. I mean, you know, sounds very logical there if I say it, right? I think you guys could have figured that out, that I was trying to prevent that. But I would still like to figure out another strategy as well. I feel like Planetary Fortress Rush to GM, we have climbed, I've said it multiple times, and I really believe it. We have climbed so much faster than I could have imagined, probably than anyone could have imagined. But we're still not done yet by a long shot. The climbing is still going on, and I would still like to explore different strategies. So if you could figure out the perfect way to open with tanks against Terran, that would be absolutely amazing. I'm also pretty excited. I thought of another builder against Zerg. I can share it with you guys. Well, there's a little bit of downtime here. I was talking about how I want to do 2x Reaper against Zerg with the Planetary. I've also been doing Reactor Hellion into Ghost with the Planetary, but there used to be a build where you kind of do a little bit of both. So you go for a Reaper expand, probably gas first, you get Hellions out really fast, but then you also keep making Reapers after. And it usually goes into a Hellbat attack, but I was thinking, what if you do that with the Planetary? I wonder if that would make for a really cool build or not. I have no idea where that SCV just came from. That's a little bit sus, right? Am I supposed to... yeah, was it a barracks or was he just scouting around his base? I would imagine he's scouting around his base, but it looked like he was playing double gas, so I'm not quite sure what the point of that would be. Let's just make sure to scout around here real quick. I guess... Do I have enough time to scout here? Oh, this is getting a little bit risky. If you look at my resources, I do have to start my command center pretty soon, but I just want to get a scout off. I want to play as smart as possible. So I'm just going to do a really quick scout here. Doesn't seem like there is anything here, so that's all right. I mean, it could also be in another location, but it's just nice to have a little bit more scouting info on the map. You know, make sure there's nothing there. Because maybe there could have been. I'm going to go for a tech lab instantly. I do want to go for... tanks, but I also want to make a Cyclone first, I think. So I'm going to go for the Reactor style. 2 Reapers into the Reactor. And I think this is one I haven't tried before. I went for like the straight up Reaper Cyclone headbutt. I don't think I went for the Reaper YOLO into the Cyclone though. So this is a whole new one. Let's see if there's something up here. Doesn't look like it. And now we can get some damage on. Maybe kill an SCV. Okay, so he's still making Hellions. That's a good thing to know. His units are not at home, so I guess I'll just kill a few more SCVs then. All right, this is already going to be really good for us, by the way. If you kill 3 SCVs in a TVT, you're actually already ahead. Looks like I'm going to kill 4. Barely not going to get that one. Okay. Now I'm going to start Marines. I'm going to make a starport as well. Probably should have gone back on the gas a little bit sooner. Should I delay this rush? I know it sounds absolutely ridiculous because my CC is on the other side of the map, right? But I don't think I'm ready to go yet. I mean, I got slightly ahead economically, or well... You know, I keep forgetting this, but that's actually not true because I built my CC on his side of the map. But if this was a normal game, I would have been ahead slightly economically, so that's pretty cool. Now he's going to go for the Cyclone directly, which could have worked, but I was standing nicely on top of a ramp. I'm just going to use this to make my eBay. I imagine he's quite surprised to see that I did not have a natural there, but I did have a normal set of units. I actually have no idea what he could be thinking right now. If we found like a 1-1-1 setup there with like Banshees and tanks ready to attack him, it would have looked a lot more normal. Now he might just think I built my CC in my main, which I guess is a pretty nice thing. Oh no, this looks like a disaster. Oh, that's going to be a lot of damage being done here, guys. I am very surprised he went there. And maybe he was more trying to scout than anything else. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to go for it. Cyclones are taking so long to get back. Good thing my Marines are delaying this for a little bit. That is fantastic. But yeah, can I ever support this Planetary anymore? I don't know, guys. This has been a very rough situation so far. I'm gonna go straight for the front and just see what I can do here. He's obviously gonna try to block my command center. He already has a tank. I might have to go for the main base with this one. Let's see. The tank is gonna be positioned there, which is interesting. Can I maybe... I could do this, I think. I could tank push his main and just see how it goes. Let's see, this needs to be a little bit faster. Come here, tank. I don't have my boost yet, which is unfortunate. He also made a Viking, which is pretty annoying to deal with here. Let me just make sure those units get up into the main base. Now, you come here, please. There we go. Oh, no. Is he actually going to kill that siege tank? That is very rough. I mean, we still have a bunch of units available. The Cyclone is going to die, which is pretty great. I'm going to put that down over there, I think. Let's see what else I have. I do have a few more units available. More than you would think, actually. So the tank is coming back up. I have a lot of units here. Can I just go for this? I think I might have to. I'm actually going to lift this Cyclone if I can. There you go. Might as well save it. Now I have the possibility. And this command center has just been an absolutely massive distraction more than anything else. Maybe I can kill this Viking real quick. Yeah, there we go. Okay, beautiful. Now, yeah, where are we in this game? I don't know. I have 2 absolutely 1 HP Cyclones, which looks ridiculous. I think we're just going to regroup and try again later. I'm going to switch these over so I can get more air control. This command center is most likely going to survive because of these SCVs. At least I would hope so. Actually, I do have a mule available, so that's going to be all right. I think I'm going to drop it anyway, just in case. Like, if this dies, that's like the entire idea of my push, right? So that wouldn't be good news. Let's try to get these bad boys repaired up here. No. I'm like, who else would it be, right? Of course it's me. He knows it's me. He's just asking to be sure. He knows it's me. Don't worry about it, guys. So I got some Vikings up right now. I'm going to try to... Oh, there's a Banshee on the way to my base. I really hope that doesn't have Cloak. If that have Cloaks, that might be in trouble here. Can I kill that, actually? Man, Vikings are pretty good if you're kiting like this, because they can kind of shoot while moving. There we go. Okay, that is a massive pick-off, guys, because that means he did not make extra air units. So I might even have the air control lead. He has a tech lab on that starport. Guys, we do have a really good amount of air control. My medevac is coming back down. Or back up, rather. Let's see what he has over here. Maybe we can do some real damage. Can I actually hit that? It doesn't look like I can hit that, actually. Oh, no. This is a rough start. Okay, we're going to kill all of those tanks. That's a perfect start somehow. But we did lose 1 tank for it, which is unfortunate. I'll be just camping this. Does he have... Oh, wait. Maybe he's not paying attention here, guys. He's actually not paying attention. He's going to lose that tank real fast. I'm going to start a Planetary here as well. There we go. That's going to take care of a lot. I don't need to get these tanks up here, though. Without these tanks, my army is not really super competitive, I would say. There we go. He's trying really desperately to get the command center there. The command center is probably not the biggest of his worries at this point. My Marines are coming in. The Raven is going down. It's still alive as well. I lifted my orbital. What? What? Huh? What did I just do? I was... I was wondering all this time why I couldn't drop a mule. Oh my goodness, you guys must have realized that ages ago. Look at the energy of the orbital, it's 81. I was trying to drop a mule to repair, but I couldn't. And then I looked over. This is actually hilarious. If you guys are wondering why my SCVs are here on the map, it's because this command center landed, so it was the closest returning point. I was first like, wait, my orbital's lifted, alright, but why are the SCVs here? It's because they were trying to return the resources here. What an absolute disaster. If my opponent realized I did this, he might have stayed in the game, because he has 3 barracks, 3 command centers. He's pretty alright, but obviously, you know, he could never expect that I would make this mistake. This is like the biggest mistake I've made on YouTube, like, ever, probably. That's insane. But what a perfect timing for it. It was hilarious, to be honest. Actually, kind of tearing up a little bit, because that is so ridiculous. But anyway, that's game number 2. Let's keep it going. All right, the third opponent is Galaxy Shifu 5-3 Protoss. Always scary. Protoss has historically been the scariest for me in these challenges. I did notice, I just looked at my statistics. And this is not for the entire season. I'm actually not sure how many losses we have, but I think most, or not all, my losses were against Zerg. That's not something I usually expect. I feel like typically Protoss is a little bit harder, and some challenge Terran is harder. Zerg is usually pretty comfortable, at least in like the campy challenges. Zerg is pretty comfortable, right? But in this challenge so far, most of the losses have definitely been against Zerg. And I also lost a lot on Cosmic Sapphire, which I guess is not in the map pool anymore, so that's great. Now, what are we gonna do against this guy? I did kind of like that Cyclone push that I did against Protoss the other day. The map, I think that was called Neo-Humanity. What is this one called? Oh yeah, Ancient Cistern. I've read that name before, so we've definitely played it before in one of these challenges. But, oh, I played it on speedrunning SC2. I remember that, at least against 4Jumi, I believe. That was the really funny, you know, Proxy 2-Rax game. Or was it a Proxy 3-Rax? Don't quite remember. Anyway, check it out. Wink, wink. All right, let's see. I feel like we have played against this guy before as well at some point. At least the name sounds kind of familiar somehow, which is obviously possible. You know, I haven't thought about it, but at this point, we do already have quite a lot of challenges. It's very possible that this is like my 10th challenge already. Time goes by very fast. I started doing these things in like April or something last year. That's actually pretty awesome. Sometimes it feels like I just started, but I've actually been going at it for quite a while. Now wait, I thought I sent another SCV here. What did I do? That was a bit weird. No, stop killing me, please. I'm friendly. Just kidding, I'm not friendly at all, but stop killing me anyway. We'll go for a little bit of a repair. There we go. And we're going to get a factory. And then I'm going to send my SCV out. Now, I have to admit, I would like to have sent my SCV out a little bit faster. But I've just kind of been conflicted on how I want to execute this build. I had a feeling like I needed so much gas. So I went for a gas first. But thinking about it, I might not even really need that much gas. So not quite sure if I like my opening so far. But that's okay. You know, sometimes in my pro career back in the day, I found out really cool builds just by doing something wrong on accident on the ladder. You know, very often, I think a lot of people have this mindset, and to be fair, it was also the mindset I had, where if you mess something up pretty badly in a ladder game, like you do on autopilot, you do the completely wrong build or something like that, that you just kind of leave the game or you kind of give up on the game already, right? But I have actually, sometimes the times that I did try once I messed up my build, I would actually find out a really new cool strategy. Now, I do have to admit, guys, the fact that he was looking for a proxy there makes me worried. That kind of starts to feel like he knows who I am, because I don't know why he would look over here. Yeah, okay, he 100% knows. That is a good confirmation, and that does mean that this is gonna be... Yeah, I would say impossible, but we've done some miracles, so maybe a near impossible game to win, I guess I would say is the best way to put it. But yeah, this was 100% a blind counter, of course, but that is the risk I run by calling myself freaking Salt Cannon instead of a barcode. I do think with the increasing popularity of the channel, I might have to just resort to naming my accounts barcodes again, because we've noticed it a lot in Proxy Hatch as well. We're noticing it now in this particular game, that people are just like a little bit too aware of the crazy stuff that I'm gonna do, which makes it way harder to execute, which is a challenge in itself. But here, you know, things like this feel a little bit less fun when they just straight up look for my command center because it's being built. But we'll see. You know, I do always appreciate it more if the challenge I beat is harder, right? I think that makes sense. So if I would somehow win this one, then it would feel fantastic, though. Admittedly, it's going to be super, super difficult. Let's see. Oh, that's going to be a free Stalker. That is fantastic. I do also have another SCV here. He's targeting the Reaper, too, which is like, you know, the one thing that he cannot kill there or cannot really do damage to. Killing that Stalker is fantastic. Let's see. Oh, he's going for an Immortal. How can I deal with that? I might have to go for a freaking... No, oh, these Marines are so slow. That's actually annoying. I might have to go for a Liberator here, I'm kind of thinking. Let's see. I do have... No, this SUV needs to hide. Absolutely needs to hide. He's going in here, which is probably a mistake by him, I want to say, guys. There we go. I'm going to get that Immortal down super fast. And I'm also going to be able to kill these Stalkers, I think. Oh, the micro, that Cyclone. That is insane. Can I get that one too? Maybe I can bait him. Okay, let's pull the SUV back here. And now we're going to start the engineering bay. I mean, so far, it is going as well as it possibly could, right? So that is fantastic. The micro was really good. I imagine there's another Immortal on the way or so, at least. Let's get another Cyclone out. No Immortal to be seen yet. Could he be going for a Disruptor, potentially? I guess... It sounds kind of crazy to just not make another Immortal. I mean, I guess he did just, you know, lose his one Immortal, so maybe he feels like it's not a good idea. Disruptors are really, really, really good against Marines that don't have stim, though. I mean, as you guys can imagine, probably, but take it from me. That is not a trade you want to be in. Now, maybe this CC is going to distract him a lot. That is the idea. Let's see. I'm going to siege here. Oh, now it's going to get a big hit. That is fantastic. I'm going to siege the Liberator as well. And maybe I can use this CC to scout for now and then just land it when the time is perfect. I guess that is one way to put it. Or I can use it to just siege his base like this. Oh, that siege is very late, though. Oh, that is very unfortunate. He gets the Liberator too. That was actually a very tragic beginning to all of this. I didn't have my second tank available yet. Oh, man. I'm not quite sure if we can recover from that one. Still in it, though. Still have my tank ready to go. And now he's going to go for it, so I'm just going to run in. Tank doing a lot of damage, which is nice. No, I think I might have to pull some SCVs here to make this work. He did use his battery overcharge. That's like the only good thing about all of this. Gonna siege his tank a little bit further in the back. So it's kind of like a tank, I guess. He's trying to target it, but I mean, I can just lift it off when the time comes, right? So there we go. Time to lift that off. Don't lose that Cyclone, please. That'd be fantastic. He's trying to micro against this. This is very brave. I know it's possible, but it's quite hard to do. And now I have my boys coming as well. I really think this would be my best victory yet. That is... He has 4 gateways at least, guys. Imagine if we broke that with a freaking PF rush. I mean, I still haven't... Do I have the money for a PF? I would love to get my PF up soon, but it's just so hard to even land it to begin with against someone with a bunch of Immortals and maybe even those Zealots also coming in hand. I didn't check for an observer. That is probably something I should have checked. Oh, look at the tanking on this command center. He's focusing so much on the command center, but he lost 4 Zealots for it, which is beautiful. And I can just simply rebuild that. I need to get this tank in position. Gonna re-seize the Liberator. Oh, I can actually get some free hits on that War Prism right there, which is nice. Get the command center back. I do have enough money for a Planetary, but at the same time... Oh, he's gonna go for it. That's probably a mistake. Oh, he does kill the Cyclone, though. Well done by him. Credit where credit's due, of course. Let's try to get a little more repair. I got a second Liberator on the way, which is going to be really nice for me. There we go. Oh, I need to keep my my Marines on this side. Now, is it time to have to get a Planetary? I'm not yet sure. Let's see. I'm going to get closer and closer, though. I'm going to try to really choking him out here, I guess. Okay, nice that I'm in range of that. Is this the right one to make a Planetary? I think I might want to go for it. Or one more then. Okay, I know it's a little bit greedy. I'm gonna go for one more. There we go. Start the Planetary now. It's forcing him to come. Killing his Immortals with the tank fire. He's going in with the Prism, but I actually killed the Prism down. Does he have enough damage here? It's quite close. The tanks are gonna stay alive. Let me unsiege that tank so it doesn't kill my own tank up here. And that actually stays alive as well. I'm gonna drop a Mule just so I can repair. Okay, this is going to be very close. He's going for the Planetary. I do have to back off. Oh no, he has another shield battery overcharge. And that does mean he will be able to kill that Planetary. The tank barely stays alive somehow. Is that the tank that's low HP? Yeah, the tank is very low HP. Keep in mind, I do not have workers at home. Okay. See if I can get these Liberators a little bit closer as well. Just putting them on the ramp like this. There we go. He still has 4 gateways, which is the problem. He's gonna try to go for his... I have 2 tanks here, guys. Maybe he thought it was just 1, but that is actually just straight up 2 tanks. He's gonna try to kill them. He doesn't really get either of them. Oh, my tank does kill my own tank in the friendly fire, which is unfortunate. Now, let me try to see if I can push forward. Once again, keep in mind, my economy is in absolute shambles, and I need anything I can get here. I'm just gonna siege this over here. Get the tank siege down here. and just hope it is enough. Maybe he missed micros and I can target that. Oh, he did miss micro. That's 2 stalkers inside that just died. The Immortal walks into the Liberator fire as well. This is so close. Oh, I needed to use that mill to repair. That's unfortunate. I have another tank coming here. Let me try to maybe siege this to put some pressure on. That would be nice. Okay. The tank is barely not in range of anything useful, I think. It's so nice that I killed the Prism, by the way. The Prism was like all the micro potential. Oh, does he have enough to break me now? It's getting very close here. The Liberator siege is going to be insane. Okay, got some damage on it at the Liberator. It's still alive, though. Please, get something done. I'm actually going to siege his mineral line here. That is going to be my strategy for this. Let's try to get this Immortal down. He's going to lose so many workers to this, though. Liberator manages to siege, targets that 1 Stalker. And we have actually freaking done it. The VM passes. Can you guys believe it? Perhaps the closest and best Planetary rush yet. And oh my goodness, after everything that went wrong, the early scout, the blind counter, he had so many units. I think he must have had at least 80 supply at some point. And this was absolutely beautiful. Look at the units lost there, 5.9k against 11.6. I don't even know how you can lose that many resources in a one-base game, but this was absolutely incredible. What a freaking game. 31 workers killed. And this was just, yeah, this was an absolutely unwinnable game, and we did it. And that's what I was talking about. Sometimes it's annoying to get blind countered, but winning a game in this hard of a challenge, literally impossible it felt like, just feels super rewarding. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and to see y'all for the next one. Adios.